with his friend finna get lit. I'm everything on they wish list. Which bag should I get? Which color should I pick? Any, many.
It's Madden NFL 22, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the reigning NFC champs on Monday Night Prime Time.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. On play action, they'll throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Kansas City. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Wrapped up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other. supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Second and 14. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Detroit.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
A 40-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Point after right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. KC's offense ready to take over. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat now, run the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So another on-target throw. That last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season. And that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list. And most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 28 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't work.
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 2007 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt them.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Caught. It's Huff. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Pulled in at the 24. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. He'll look to throw. This is complete to Hawkins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down for the first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a throw here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go play fake. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it a would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Detroit. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And it's caught off the deflection. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brad, that's just not right. You throw it over the middle into all that coverage, and the tip ball goes your way.
Dangerous, but hey, I guess the outcome worked, right?
Oh, boy, did it ever. And boy, that's the type of play that can give a team a lot of momentum.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Back to throw here. Sends it to the sideline, and Mooney makes the catch.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And out come the Chiefs now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And that's complete to Huff. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mahomes firing complete, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Pass incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass, it's Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Detroit getting set to go now. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right?
Yeah.
The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Is the game certainly not taking us there?
It's clicking off right now. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, you're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the need... So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And he's taken down inside the 30. 72 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The 26 on 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Lions, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.